Alright, so today I'm just gonna be yapping about Black Ops 6 because after that whole Call of Duty Direct and me watching some of these other videos, I'm pretty intrigued by it. So, yeah, first with the campaign, it's looking good. You know, the graphics, they're beautiful, everything like that. Them saying that you're gonna have a lot of decisions to make. I like that because Black Ops 2 is my favorite, and you know there was branching pathways, storylines, and endings with that. So that's great. Um, some of the missions that we got to see, my bad. They look pretty nice, and the weapon selection, the enemies, all that good variety, that's all looking nice. So I don't think it's gonna be as good as Black Ops 2 because let's face it, bro, nothing is as good as Black Ops 2. You can make a case for Black Ops 1, but like still for me it's not okay, it's close, but it's just man, Black Ops 2 is the perfect thing. Great design. Okay, well I don't want to yap about Black Ops 2 for so long, but with Black Ops 6, I'm hopeful for the campaign and all that stuff, you know. I want to really have a good Call of Duty game because the last ones they've been okay. They've been pretty good. It's just like I want something that's really good. Like, you know, a Black Ops 2, a Black Ops 1, even Infinite Warfare's campaign, that was amazing. I want something like that again, which hopefully that can give us. We can get that. And with the choices are just great. Every game that has choices is usually just they're usually better than games without the choices because then that means there's no real replayability. In Black Ops 2, it has a good amount of replayability because there's a lot of stuff you can find and things. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be good. I have high hopes. So yeah, that's it for the campaign, really. And the multiplayer. Oh, there's a lot to talk about with the multiplayer. First, the omnidirectional movement. That's looking all nice and stuff. Like, really, being able to go left and right and sprint and all that stuff, it's going to introduce a whole new level, and it's probably going to be hard to learn at first. Hard to master, obviously. All the sweats are probably going to get used to it immediately, though, and just start clapping us. But hopefully, I can get used to it. I can become a better player because I already think I'm a quite good or average player, but I know I can definitely get better, especially with my aim and my movement. My decision making, I think, is pretty okay, but you know, can always improve. So omnidirectional movement, that's pretty hype. Again, all the weapons, they're all looking quite nice. Apparently, according to I think Ink Slasher's video and Ink Slasher and Merc Music, they're both great. Go check them out after this if you're even watching this. Um, They apparently there's going to be 12 completely new weapons to the Call of Duty series, which is great, man. I love seeing new guns, especially ones from different countries like Israel. They have great engineering, all that stuff. It's so cool. And things like countries like Brazil. I feel like we don't get to see enough of like South American weapons and like even Asian weapons to a point. I want to see more of those. And since it's set in the 90s, there's so many different opportunities to have new weapons because the 90s is really like one of the big ages of innovation. It's just great. It's such a great era. The perk system, from what I heard, again from Ink Slasher's video, he went really in depth with it. From what he, not really in depth, but you know enough where you could get a good point. He used MS Paint to explain it, which is an absolute classic, and it looks good, especially with how you get this combat specialist stuff. Again, go watch this video because I'm not going to be able to explain it great, but it looks really nice. And again, the movement's great, and 16 completely original maps at launch. I'm pretty sure Vanguard did that. It was either 16 or 20, and that's just great. Having completely original maps, that's something I love about getting a new Call of Duty. Having that new setting, having these new maps that we never saw before, it makes it feel so fresh and new, especially with the weapons and stuff. Um, you know, yeah, so that's the maps are hype, the graphics look great, movement looks great, it all looks great. And I remember seeing that looks like you're gonna have 8 attachments or 9 attachments actually, and then the optic is not gonna be a cost on your attachment slots, but you're gonna be able to pick from all of your attachments. At least that's what it looked like from the gunsmith. Which that's one thing I liked about Call of Duty Vanguard, and I know a lot of people said that they went overboard with the amount of attachments, but for me, I liked being able to absolutely kit out my gun. It was fun to do. It was unique. No other Call of Duty did that, where you could just do everything with your gun. So being able to do that in Black Ops 6, I think it's gonna be great. Um, so yeah, I have a lot of high hopes for multiplayer. And then with the zombies, round base coming back, absolutely amazing. Oh, and also real quick, I just want to say this gameplay right here. I'm a halfway to reaching top tier in War Thunder with the F-15. I'm very proud of myself. It's been like a year, and we're getting ever so closer. It's great. It really is. But round based, we didn't get really to see a lot of zombies stuff and such. But from what we've heard, and also Gobblegum's coming back, I think that's good, especially if they make them more balanced than they were in Black Ops 3, and hopefully they make them easier to get like the top level ones. Maybe like some sort of level grinding thing. That would absolutely be great. And just round based. I miss round based. Cold War was good, but then Black Ops 3 was perfect, so I hope it's going to be something like Black Ops 3 round based, or at least closer to that. And hopefully there's an original cast of 4 instead of just being able to play as operators. That'll be amazing. And one more thing I want to say about multiplayer is that the original prestige system coming back, I really want that. I know a lot of people aren't going to care about that because they just want to keep leveling up and stuff, but for me, the original prestige, my one of my favorite Call of Duties, and one of the ones that I played the most, World War II. Call of Duty World War II was like one of the last games to have the classic prestige system, so that's deeply ingrained in my heart. And I love getting rewards after prestiging. It feels so much more rewarding than just leveling up and getting to this thing you're eventually gonna reach a level cap. Which same thing with prestiging, I guess, but it feels so much better when you're out here actually getting rewards and stuff for it. So, um, yeah, that's all I really have to say. Um, yep, have a good day. Bye bye.